welcome back to my K-pop tarot channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 2025 prediction reading on a K-pop boy group by the name of NCT127. While watching this video, please keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes only. I don't claim to know the future, the events, or anything like that, as future is changing drastically due to our decisions every single day. Please take my words with a grain of salt, not as a lecture fact, and here without further ado, please consider subscribing, liking, and let's start. So in this part, I'm only going to do the card shuffling part, so if you guys are not interested in that, you can gladly skip to the actual predictions. But if you are, without further ado, let's start. So I'm going to take 12 cards to describe each month of 2025. And without further ado, let's start off with the month that has already started or is coming to an end, which is January. So what kind of month is January of 2025 going to be for K-pop boy group NCT127? I got this one. February, going to take this one. What about March? This one, the top card. April, what about May? Going to take this one, the top card. May. What about June for NCT127? This one. July. Going to take this one, the top card. August, this one. September, this one. October, November, and December. So I'm going to take this one since it went on its own. And now I'm literally going to do the same thing, but this time around with the Oracle deck. So, what kind of month is January of 2025 going to be for K-pop boy group NCT127? I will not take the card since I did not finish the question. So going to take this one. What about February? Jeez, the cards are flying today. Going to take this one. I think that NCT127 is going to have a lot of schedules that will be out of nowhere, like almost like a surprise, or feeling like unplanning, something like along those lines, because the cards are flying today almost like out of nowhere. April, so that could mean something as well for their year. April, May, June, see what happened, July, July, August, Jesus, yes, August going to take this one, September, this one clicked, October, November, November, for NCT127, this one flipped, and finally December, this one flipped. And please describe 2025 as an overall year for K-pop boy group NCT127. Going to take this one. This one. And 2025 as an overall year for K-pop boy group NCT127. Macaron. This one. Welcome back. If you just got here, so in the sort of circle or oval, I have 12 cards that describe each month of 2025 for K-pop boy group NCT127. And without further ado, let's start off with the month of January. So for January, we get the cards of Quarrel and the card of Six of Pentacles. So that tells me that the planning or discussion time for NCT Dream's further career and future has already started. I definitely do think that behind the scenes, like in private meetings, for example, there could be for example, management or the CEO of the company talking it throughout and somehow discussing the budgeting process for each of their groups. And I do think that somehow NCT127 could be left with a somehow less of a budget in comparison to other groups. Somehow it feels like the attention of the company that is in charge of NCT127, is it SM Entertainment? Probably, or I could be mistaken, I'm sorry, is somehow pointing a bigger attention to their girl groups or soloists, and somehow NCT127 is almost feel like they are left alone without a proper like plan. I do think that behind the scenes there could be a lot of competition in terms of like solo schedules, or in terms of deciding a sound that they wish to go for. Some members want to take in, like for example, do a softer sounding comeback, meanwhile the others want completely different sound, if that makes sense. And yeah, somehow the process of spreading the budget is going around, and there could also be in January there could also be something that the fans will be fighting for, like voting super hard. That could be like some sort of award or some sort of poll that they are voting on. But there could also be like fan wars happening on social media platforms, most likely Twitter. And yeah, somehow a lot of a lot of fierce side of NCT127 members is going to be shown in January. Maybe there aren't going to be that many public appearances, rather than a lot of discussions and meetings happening behind the scenes in meetings. Next we move on to February. For February we got the cards of Enterprise and the card of the Hierophant. I do think that some sort of schedule is going to be released and the fans will be looking forward to it a lot. So maybe it could be like some sort of variety show that one member is going to partake in, or there could be some fan meetings or fan calls that the fans are really looking forward to and trying to get their hands on, like a ticket or like a chance to get in contact with NCT127 members. As well as that, I do think that a lot of fan service is going to be shown in February. For Valentine's Day, there could be like a special song, or there could be like a cover of some sort of song, or just in general some sort of celebration happening. But as well as that, yeah, like members standing out, maybe one member is going to change their hairstyle or be in talks with their with other options in terms of management aspect. But I reckon that this month is going to be quite traditional one, and maybe the members will get some sort of rest, or just going to be focusing on themselves, uh, on their own inner self, just meditating, going to, for example, churches or other places, like where they can just be peaceful for a moment and without having the eyes of the sasangs or crazy fans being around them. So maybe somehow they will get like more security, or just in general a short amount of break from idol industry. And yeah, March we got the cards of Five of Swords and the card of Independence. Yes, along the first 3 months of the year, I see a lot of like solo a fan who is standing only one member. So throughout the first half of the year, we could see a lot of solo schedules for NCT127 members. As well as that, there could be in March an annunciation that one member is going to be working with a really famous brand, going to attend fashion related events, or just really shine for their visuals. There could be like, for example, a solo song, a collaboration of some sort, maybe even TikTok challenges with other idols or other famous people, not particularly idols, but somehow like solo work, a lot of fighting behind the scenes. It almost seems like all of them are trying to get opportunity to do solo schedules, and there could be some disagreements. Maybe it's not throughout the whole group, throughout NCT127 as a whole, but it could also be like fans of certain idol that is from NCT127, just fighting a lot between one another on Twitter, on other social media platforms, something along those lines. In March there could also be like a international schedule, so maybe they're going to partake or travel to other countries quite a lot, just maybe on go on vacation for themselves, or just to have a like an actual schedule overseas. But yeah, somehow a bit of a darker month. So I don't know why I get Mark. So maybe Mark is going to go viral for something, or maybe there could be like schedules doubling up for Mark, where he will have to choose between like NCT Dream or NCT127, and somehow get overworked a bit. As well as that, in March there could be a lot of groups having a comeback, and just Twitter going and being filled with a lot of fan wars, not only yeah, just fans fighting, fans comparing groups and such. Next we move on to April. For April we got the cards of Three of Wands and the card of Control. So this is I believe the month where they're going to now be focused a lot on the group itself, not solo schedules, but finally coming into the contact and finally deciding on their future plans and what they want to have or achieve. I do think that in April there's going to be a lot of planning, a lot of discussions, a lot of discussing the cons and pros of certain opportunities and such. I do think that there could be a chance that one member decides to produce their own music and maybe get copyright claims for a song, for words, for lyrics, or something like that. I do think that international public is going to be really important in April. Maybe NCT127 are going to go on some sort of concert spree across the world. Somehow maybe have schedules in America, in Australia, for example, really hot places, but somehow reuniting with one another and having the control of your decisions without having to follow what the company is saying. So maybe members are going to be doing something a bit rebellious or controversial for a K-pop idol. So maybe there could be rumors going around about certain member dating someone. Maybe there could be a chance that one member gets a tattoo of some sort, gets seen drinking alcoholic beverages or smoking a cigarette of some sort. But somehow going all around the world, around the planet, seeing new places, but also taking control of your own life and maybe having a voice to say in your plans and what you wish to do, and just your voice being taken actually into the consideration. Next we move on to May. For May we got the cards of the Judgment and the card of the Charity. There could be a chance that one member is going to donate to some sort of really great cause to support children or animals or people in need. There is even a chance that a member could somehow support something scandalous, almost say their opinion about the wars that are happening around the world, or maybe something about justifying LGBTQ community, and they could receive a bit of hate and judgment for allowing their opinions to be showcased. I see for example on Twitter fans complaining, oh, you are a K-pop idol, why are you spreading misinformation about this and this situation? Just stick to your rapping, dancing and singing, and don't have the opinion or don't share your opinions, something along those lines. I could so if I have to describe May, I do think that both fandom and both NCT127 should be careful of, not should be careful, but just think before you say something, because your words could have consequences and could have big consequences in terms of the public's opinion changing, for example, in a negative way. But perhaps this month could be filled with a really fun and family-like orientated interactions. So maybe, for example, in May there could be a moment caught on camera where NCT127 is going to be some sort of mentor for younger groups, or they could have an interaction with their with groups and with idols that have debuted earlier than them and that they are rookies, and just NCT127 giving great advices, or just looking back into the past and comparing how their rookie days to groups that are currently debuting and how things have changed in K-pop industry, just reminiscing of their past. And or there is even a chance that in May, like a particular song that has come, like for example 5 years ago, or was released by NCT127 like a longer time ago, is going to regain popularity, maybe have great numbers in terms of YouTube views, in terms of streams, just somehow regaining popularity even if it was released quite a long time ago. Next we move on to uh, June, I believe. For June we got the cards of Ace of Pentacles and the card of Loss. So yeah, June for NCT127 seems like a really great month in terms of profits and in terms of actual money. I do think that there could be a chance that in the beginning of the summer we could finally hear the news about NCT127 releasing new music or having some sort of comeback. It could be like teasers or actual comeback starting to be mentioned or being talked about in June. They're going to do something rebellious, almost seeming like stepping out of your comfort zone. So maybe they're going to try a new sound, a new look, and some fans will not be quite happy with that change. But overall, I do think that this comeback is going to be profitable, and it's going to bring in album sales and actual profits to the company. I do think that there could be a chance that one member isn't going to partake in this schedule and the fans will be a bit disappointed by it, or there could be talks about one member leaving for military as well, or maybe just a member struggling a bit mentally and just deciding to take a break from idol industry and just focusing on themselves. Or there could be complaints about mismanagement aspect, like one member not getting enough lines, one member not getting enough screen time. Yeah, somehow what do I get in June? I do get that there's going to be really profitable thing, like really profitable opportunity, something fans are really excited, but at the same time one side isn't going to be happy, or because somehow they feel disappointed or feel unhappy about unjustified or unfair things, if that makes sense. But somehow, yeah, June is going to be a really great month. And next we move on to July. For July we got the cards of Inspiration and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so July seems like really great month as well. They're going to be almost like role models to their younger groups. As well as that, I do think that this month is going to be really passionate one. I could see them traveling, having a lot of schedules, having a lot of concerts, attending a lot of maybe festivals, hosting fan meetings, even a chance for a world tour, I would say. But this is also a month where we could see interactions with females, so maybe they're going to film like TikTok challenges or have a collaboration with like a younger female, and just there could also be a member who decides to collaborate with fashion related stuff, like a photo shoot even, or like becoming an ambassador of some sort of brand. And I could see this member being a bit feminized, if that makes sense, like wearing feminine clothes or having longer hair, and that could inspire other idols to change their looks. It's almost like NCT127 member is going to change or have something trendy in terms of fashion, in terms of visuals, like a hairstyle change. That could also be it. But yeah, July seems like a really great month. It could We could see throughout this month like shipping, like a member with another female, like fans looking at the smallest of hints whether they are dating, just speculating a lot. But yes, this month seems like a great month, full of passion and full of jaw-dropping performances and just fans uniting and having really fun moments together. Next we move on to August. For August we got the card of Three of Swords and the card of Impulsiveness. Something drastically is going to change. There could be like a rumor, or there could be speculations or drama happening around this time, like almost like a scandal. Fans could feel a bit disappointed by one member's action, and I do think that but I do think that in August it seems like they're still going to have a lot of schedules, and they're still going to continue riding their fame there as well. In this month we could see more hate than usual, and just other groups, fandoms being jealous of what has NCT127 has managed to achieve throughout their careers, and somehow trying to downplay all the records and all the achievements that they have managed to break. Like, yeah, a lot of hate, but also, but at the same time NCT127 will not care. Just they will continue to move forward with their career and with their choices, even if fans feel disappointed, or if they feel like they are doing NCT127 is doing something for fame and for money rather than for their actual fans. As well as that, there could be like a accident with Saesangs, like crazy fans, like not enough security. But at the same time, this month feels like a lot of eyes are going to be on NCT127. But if you have the eyes of the public, if you have their attention, hate and judgment is also going to follow you, if that makes sense. The more fans you have, the more haters you will have also. Next we move on to September. For September we got the card of Ace of Cups and the card of Publicity. So yeah, this is a really great month. Probably the brightest or the most profitable and most successful one out of all the cards that we have got. I do think that in September there could be new music, new comeback, new schedules, new opportunities for members. They're going to go viral and a lot of attention is going to be on them. So maybe they're going to release new song, partake in some sort of collaboration, gain public's likes and publicity, and just win awards, be successful, and be really well received by both the public and both your fandom. So this is a really great month for NCT127. Next we move on to October. For October we got the cards of Convention and the cards of Six of Swords. So there could be like annunciation that the members will be traveling to a lot of countries, having concerts, attending award shows, a lot of international schedules where we will see the members traveling a lot, members attending a lot of international like festivals, fan meetings, concerts, awards, and just traveling a lot throughout this month. There could also be a chance that they're going to partake in some sort of festival or a concert alongside other K-pop groups, almost like attend some sort of convention, some sort of or festival, and we will see a lot of interactions with other K-pop groups, and the fans will really look forward to all the fan cams that are going to be dropping from this interaction. Just feel really happy that NCT still have genuine friends, and there could also be like moments shared in on Twitter, for example, that for example, a fan has seen one member of NCT Dream and some other group member interacting, and just fans really look forward to those moments, and just feel really excited that NCT127 has a lot of schedules, but at the same time has time for themselves to get better, to go out with their friends, with their family, just enjoy their youth and have really fun moments both in Korea and outside of it. So maybe like members will finally visit their families, that I do have in mind members who aren't from Korea. We're going to see their family after a long time of not interacting face to face with them, if that makes sense. But yeah, this month seems like a month where they're going to have a lot of schedules, so look forward to it, but at the same time please respect their privacy and their wishes and their personal boundaries. For the next month, which is November, we got the cards of Risk and the card of Seven of Cups, but this time around this is in reverse position. So for November, I do think that NCT127 is going to do something out of ordinary. Maybe have some sort of performance on award shows, or not attend award shows that the fans thought that they're going to partake in. I do think that still a lot of interactions and international public schedules are still going to be seen and still going to be continued. And I do think that there could be like a complaints that NCT127 hasn't won some sort of award that fans really wished for them to win, or thought that they're going to win, and they are going to call the award shows rigged, and just feel really disappointed that NCT127 wasn't invited, or did not attend, or did not win some sort of medal in the award shows season. And finally we move on to, but at the same time I do think that something new is going to be seen from NCT, something risky, maybe a new opportunity, something that they haven't done before. And finally the month of December, for that we got the cards of Three of Cups and the card of Restlessness. I do think that there could be collaborations, subunits, happening in the end of year shows. There could be new performances, new collaboration, feature of some sort, a lot of celebration, the end of the year. I do think that this month is going to be really fun one, filled with all the new opportunities for the boys, and just them really reminiscing of what they have done in 2025, and having plans on what they want to do starting off in 2026. As well as that, there could be some sort of anniversary, maybe one member is celebrating like their birthday of some sort, maybe not, but yeah, a celebration, having fun with your family, with your friends, with your idol colleagues, and just you can't wait for the end to finally happen, to have holiday season, to celebrate, and just you feel super lucky to be in this position, and just maybe you look forward to cold season, to snow, and just feel really excited and be proud of what you have done in 2025. And finally, how is 2025 going to be for K-pop boy group NCT127? For that, we got the cards of eccentricity and the card of the chariot. I do think that in 2025 there's going to be a lot of solo schedules, a lot of comparison, or fans choosing one member to stand. And particularly, I do think that in 2025 there could be less of comebacks actually happening for the group, but rather a lot of solo releases, solo collaborations, just focusing on yourself, on your inner idol life, having a lot of solos. I don't know why, but like members stand out for themselves, not as a whole group, if that makes sense. So if we take into the consideration all the cards that we got, it looks like 2025 will be a year of dynamic movement and big shifts for NCT127. The chariot card right here suggests that they will experience a period of strong forward momentum, possibly in the form of new projects, international growth, or even personal achievements within the group. The chariot is all about determination and control, so they may face challenges that will require them to harness their energy and push through any obstacles with confidence. The card of eccentricity adds in an interesting twist, signalizing that NCT127 might embrace more unique or unconventional paths this year. It could mean exploring experimental concepts, taking creative risks, or perhaps shifting their image in a way that sets them apart from others. There may be a sense of individuality or breaking the norm, both musically and stylistically. Overall, 2025 could be a year of breakthroughs and notable progress, with a focus on both ambition and embracing new, perhaps unexpected directions. The combination of chariot and eccentricity suggests that they will not only be moving forward, but also be doing so in a way that stands out from the crowd and from the rest of the group that the K-pop industry has to offer. So yeah, I'm not sure if this reading made any sense to you. I tried my best. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing, for liking, and for recommending me to do this group. I hope that you understand my words, because I had trouble expressing them, if I'm being completely transparent, because I'm a bit sick. Thank you so much. Please consider subscribing, and without further ado, goodbye.